Welcome to Sanding to Sailing. I'm Norm, and I'm refitting a 1989 Com-Pac 27. In this episode, I tackle rebedding and cleaning my bronze ports, along with some bottom work, and then my tape fiasco. Follow along. Hey everybody, another beautiful day in Walker, Minnesota, at the shores of Leech Lake. Well, the weather's still in the 50s, so the Sikkens job that I wanted to do last time still isn't happening. I checked the tape. The tape isn't adhering with a film behind it, so that's all good news. And I think I'll just have to leave that way until it gets warmer outside. So I thought, how about if we start some inside projects? So let me show you what we're going to do. So as you know, this boat's got a lot of opening ports. I think about 13 of them. At least 4 bronze ones on each side. And so I'm going to start by rebedding some of these bronze ports. Let me give you a close-up of what that looks like. So here you can see that these are cracked, and every one of these ports is about the same. So I'm going to dig this out. I've got new material that I'll put in, and then I'll try to clean up the windows at the same time. So I'm going to test it with one, and we'll see how that goes. You can see these come apart pretty easy. I just take this little ring out, and then I can pull this pin all the way through, and the window should yank off. Well, it took a little work to get this pin out, of course. Nothing goes smooth. It was lodged in there, just probably due to age, but it came out. And so here's what the port looks like. And so my next step here is to kind of dig all this stuff out and replace it with something new. Alright, so I found that it's best to dig around the edges with a knife just to unseal a little bit, and then as you can see, it pulls out quite nicely. So I've just got to clean the interior of that before I rebed my new stuff that I actually found via the Com-Pac users group, and it looks like that. So it's red or orange, I guess. I couldn't find black, so we'll do that, and that's what some of you other folks have done as well. So give that a shot, and we'll show you how it turns out. All right, so I got the one bronze port off, and I'm cleaning it up, and probably hard to see in the video, but I'm using this product called Flitz, and it is shining up this bronze way beyond my expectations. So here it is. It's metal plastic fiberglass polish. Flitz, F-L-I-T-Z. Stuff works really good. So I'll also try to use that on the outside of the ports. I'll take the screen off and do a thorough job on each one of those. So it's taken time, but I think that the end result will definitely be worth it. Well, Flitz does the trick. I also did the external side of the port, and that shined up as well. Not quite this shiny, but it's way better than it used to be. So here's a little before and after. Here's the before shot of the external port. Using the Flitz with a buffer on a drill, a small round buffer on the drill, it turns out like this. I'm going to do a little bit more work on it, but I think it's going to turn out pretty nice. Alright, so now I'm going to fit in the new gasket. Everything I've read is say cut it just a hair long so that it squeezes in good, and then bed the port with some silicone as well, just to make sure it doesn't slip around. So that's what's next. So let me show you a before and after on what the internal ports look like after I do the polishing on them. This is the before, and here's a shot of the after when it's all polished up. I think it looks pretty nice. Well, I'm going to take a little break from bronze ports today because my fingers hurt, and I'm going to try a little experiment. So I think you all know what muriatic acid is. That's the stuff that gets stain off of the water line and so forth. And I'm just gonna try a little experiment. I mixed some 50-50 in a jug, and I'm gonna spray it on my rudder just to see what happens. So stay tuned, let's check it out. Well, that was kind of a fail. It works a little bit, but you can see from my rudder here that some of it's coming off. I'm using a brush as well, and you know, I thought it would be better than that, but it's not. It's taking some of this old layer of paint off. I did buy some chemicals to take it off, so I think I'm gonna wait to do that. I might scrub it on a little bit more, just because I'm a glutton for punishment. So here we go. Hey, but on the bright side, check out my prop. So it did clean the prop off quite nicely. It's smooth and all the gunk and grody crap is gone. So I'm happy about that. Now I can just polish this thing up a little bit. Another lesson learned, stay upwind from this stuff, because when it gets on your skin, it burns. It burns a lot. But I got the prop cleaner, and I'm happy that it's nice and smooth. The rest of this stuff, it's gonna take something stronger than muriatic acid and a stiff brush to get off. I have a feeling it's gonna be 80 grit sandpaper and something else. But we're gonna barrier coat the bottom anyway, so that's the name of the game, guys. So a little trial and error discovery. These little bad boys, these little sanding pads, I think this is like maybe 80 grit or something like that. It works super. Look at that. So it got all the old growth off, and same here. Got a lot of the old growth off, and it works really well. The only problem I have is look how big that boat is. So we're gonna tackle a little bit while I'm still in the yard and see how much of this I can get done today, and I'll give you an update. Quick update. So I've been scrubbing with my little sponge and rinsing with water, and keel is really smooth. And so now we got to get on with the rest of the boat. How much fun will that be? All right, somebody remind me why I'm doing this, please. Please tell me this is a good idea. Well, epic fail. Well, that word's overused a lot, isn't it? But learned a lesson here. I've had this tape on for a couple weeks and have not been able to Sikkens because it's been too cold. So I'm peeling the tape off, and sure enough, it's leaving residue behind. So not only do I get to peel the tape off, I get to follow with my Goo-Gone. So lessons learned, and I get to retape again when I actually do the Sikkens. So really looking forward to that. Talk about having a good time. Well, at least it's coming off okay. And on the handrail, residue isn't terrible. A little Goo-Gone on a sponge with just a little bit of grit on it. Takes it off right away. So sad that I have to peel it all off and put it back on, but glad it comes off like a charm. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all your support. Next time, we'll drop the mast so I can start work on the standing rigging. Follow along as I bring Chevrolet back to life. I'll see you all in the yard.